The dark hair.
My child. Please come. Find my child.
Uncas will try. She's not there, Hawkeye.
The yellow hair?
No.
Come, let us search for their marks.
I've searched. I saw the footprints of the dark hair and the moccasins of a Huron heading north.
Magua?
They ran out subtil.
That rampaging devil again. I can see Killdeer. I have to say a friendly word to him.
Well, no signs of Miss Alice.
No signs, but she was taken too.
How do you know?
The marks of Magua's moccasins tell me. His hands were not empty.
He was carrying Miss Alice?
Only by taking her could he be sure the dark hair would follow.
Clear thinking, Major. Colonel, it would appear your daughters are captives.
They're alive. At least there is hope.
Hope of what?
We'll follow and find them, Colonel. There ain't no one to equal Uncas when it comes to finding a trail. I sometimes think that to his eye, even the hummingbird makes its mark in the air.
Where will Magua have taken them?
North to the Canadas, the home of his tribe.
Then let us get pursuit, Hawkeye.
Major, we're not about to start on a squirrel hunt or drive a deer into the forest. We're going into a wilderness where the feet of men seldom go. An Indian never starts in such an expedition without smoking over his council fire. And though I'm a white man, I think it's a wise custom. I aims to follow it.
We've no time for smoking over council fires.
We'll all be the better for a night's rest. In the morning we'll be fresh, ready to undertake our work like men, not like babbling women.
Major, Hawkeye knows the forest. We are in your hands, Hawkeye.
Thank you, Colonel.
Hawkeye. Listen.
While we sleep, Magua has 7 hours start.
He's on foot, Major. The Huron canoes are in the French camp. Not even that knave would dare go there with the Colonel's daughters.
He's on foot. What comfort is that to us?
Because, Major, we go by canoe. I happen to know where we can get one.
Duino!
Hawkeye. Smoke. Canoes.
Good lad.
Hula warriors. Up, paddling. Steady as you go. Look, more.
Cook, lay more on the land, we'll double on the varmints. Keep them paddling and they can't fire. Chingachgook, try to put the island between us. Drive hard!
Colonel, Major, get down!
Lapi, ma.
Take that man, Major.
Thanks.
Badly hit, Chingachgook. Then drive on and all. Drive hard.
Easy, all. That bank.
Hawkeye, you've got to go on without me.
I didn't call a halt to spare you, Colonel. It's time to cast round. It's possible that Magua's party may have been carried north by canoe. But to reach the Huron villages, they must leave the water. Uncas, scout the bank for half a mile north.
Will you eat, Alice? I will eat nothing that they have touched. No.
With your permission, ma'am. It's all meat.
If you have a stomach for it.
Ma'am, I could stomach Magua himself roasted on a spit. Yes, ma'am. Could cut and come again.
For goodness sake, where are we going?
To his village, ma'am. Or so I suppose.
His village? Do they not live in the woods?
Bless you, ma'am, no. Your Indian is a villager, just like any other farmer. He only goes into the woods for the autumn to hunt and such like savage necessity. Then he leaves the squaws behind to tend the farm.
These savages are farmers.
Well, they stand around, ma'am, looking down their noses, while the women dig, plant, and hoe.
That is what Magua offers me.
He knows no better. Trust in God, ma'am.
In him. And in my father.
Well, I've put my prayers up to God, but I've left a sign or two for your father.
What?
Or those who come with him.
Duduk gue. Up. Ayo, Ndi ya, ndi, ya wino.
David! Go with Alice! For God's sake, stay with Alice!
Any other sign?
What's the fella find, Hawkeye?
It belongs to the Savages, sir, David.
They move towards the rising sun.
The Indian villages, Colonel. This is Huron country. Break camp.
Aua! Tutte. Aua tutte tiwa. Magua greets the Sagamore. The Sagamore welcomes Magua. Magua brings a prisoner. A woman. A pale-faced woman. And the pale-faced man, Magua? Could you? The pale-faced man is mad. Tiskaragete. Magua is welcome to the council house. Let the squaws take the pale-faced woman. Yamino. Magua comes in triumph.
The palefaces are destroyed at Fort William Henry.
We see the scalps at Magua's belt.
Magua took but 1 in 10 slain. They lay like pine cones. Who can count the pine cones in a forest?
They lie and rot, and no man considers them. But you have a prisoner, Magua.
2. Magua brings 2 women. 1 to this village. 1 to the village of the Turtle people.
Magua would take 2 pale-face wives.
The women are the daughters of the white-haired chief, Monroe.
The Yengi's chief is dead.
He lives. He is permitted to live. His life is now death.
Half a day, Hawkeye.
If Magua's party made this fire, they're half a day ahead of us. No more.
The gap is closing, sir.
It was Magua's party.
The ladies?
Well, they were here. They came out of the trees on foot. One went out on foot, one was carried.
In what direction?
Well, the party split. One went in that direction, and one in that, with Magua leading and Miss Alice carried. Then the singer followed.
If they're leaving a trail like a herd of moose, then they must be near to home. A league or 2, perhaps. Colonel, your orders were here.
Thank God.
By now, they'll be under a bark roof. We're near the end of the road.
Yeah.
David! Hawkeye!
Welcome, friend.
A blessed sight to the Lord's anointed.
It's David, Colonel.
My daughters.
Distressed, Colonel, but unharmed, except by the exertions of the journey.
Where is Miss Alice?
In a Huron village, no more than 2 miles in that direction.
And they are not together.
It ain't the custom with prisoners, Colonel.
And where is Miss Cora?
I can't say, but they took that trail.
Why are you wearing the French coat? The Indian rags?
The village. I was given food and clean clothes from a safe distance. They laugh at me, Hawkeye, but they also fear me.
You are permitted to go at large without a guard.
'Tis the influence of Psalmody, Major. Although its power was all but drowned in that sea of blood through which we passed, it still holds sway over the heathen. And thus I am suffered to come and go at will.
The Indians never harm a non-composser. Here, friend, I've got something for you. I did intend to kindle a fire with it, but since you value it so much, take it. Blow your best on it.
Bless you, friend.
Well, we've got a spy in one camp, anyway.
If I am a spy, then I must tell you. There is a hunting party in the woods. Magua's party must be fed, and they will feast anyway because he comes in triumph.
And With my daughters.
Chingachgook, will they hurt the colonel's daughters?
If we attack a village and they fear they will lose the prisoner.
Then there must be no rush.
5 men against 2 villages. Not even 1 village at a time. Colonel, we gotta be canny.
What do you suggest?
We'll just have to be sneaky, Major. Some for 1 village, some for another. We must outfox Magua.
How do we do that?
Adapt our strategy to the circumstances. In the first place, 1 village ain't like another. Miss Alice is in a Huron village. But we don't know nothing of the one where Miss Cora is.
Look on. I will find her.
The Huron village is mine.
How are you going to set about it, Major?
I shall think of a way.
Guy, have you seen my daughter?
I've not seen her, but she's in the village. It is of the Delaware, of the people of the Turtle.
The Turtle? Couldn't be better.
But if you did not see her, how can you be sure she was there?
Oh, there is a prisoner, guarded by women, not by warriors. Well, that must mean a woman. I saw clothes taken in, the clothes our women wear.
Does this satisfy you?
She's there. And I'm more than satisfied. They're the people of the Turtle.
Oh, how does that help? What is the significance of the turtle?
It's the totem of the tribe.
They are Delawares, that's enough, surely. The Delawares are friendly.
I'm afraid up here in the Canadas, they serve the French. Chingachgook, tell the colonel.
My son and I are the last of the Mohicans. But once my tribe and the people of the Turtle were one nation, until the Pale-Face Wars divided us. I am a chief among the Mohicans, and a chief among the Turtles.
I see. Then that must help us.
If we can undo the harm done by the white man, yes, Colonel.
Talk if you wish. I am going into the Huron camp.
How are you going to do that, Major? Without losing your scalp to the first Huron you see?
There is a way. David.
Who comes to the lodges of the Huron?
One who knows the art of healing. The great white father of the Canadas has bid me come among his brothers and his children, the red Huron of the Great Lakes, and ask if any are sick.
Do the cunning men of the Canadas paint their skins? We have heard them boast that their faces were pale.
When an Indian chief goes among the white fathers, he lays aside the buffalo skin robe he is wearing and takes the shirt that is offered. My brothers have given me paint, and I wear it.
The White Father wishes to reward the Red Huron.
The Huron were brave, and the English fort is fallen.
It is known that the fort had fallen.
A warrior has returned, bearing trophies.
Magua has come.
I know the chief. I would salute him.
He will soon come back. You are welcome in our lodges till he returns and salutes you.
Ishaya.
The dark-haired daughter is wearing the clothes of my tribe.
They were given to me.
You are of a mind to share the wigwam with Magua.
I am not.
The clothes, they speak.
I had no choice. I thought at least I should be clean. Give me back my own clothes.
The dark-haired daughter does not understand. She is dressed as a bride for marriage. You will be whipped. Tawasti.
What are we going to do about Magua?
Must leave before he returns.
The guest is a healer of the sick.
There is sickness among the Huron?
My daughter is sick.
Has she been treated?
The women have done what women can do.
And there is nothing. Is she sick unto death?
That is as the Great Spirit wills.
The Great Spirit has spoken to the White Father of the Canadas, and he has sent me here.
The hunters return.
Uncas. Who's the other?
Just a young warrior. Must be in the village.
Read that bends. Read that bends. Your father has told us what has passed. Come forward and be judged. Your father has said that you surprised this Delaware in the woods. Your father has said that you turned from him and ran, that you fled as a woman flees, and the Delaware was taken by others as he pursued you, and you are a warrior painted for war. Are these things true? Read that bends. Though the Great Spirit has made you pleasant to the eye, it would have been better if you had not been born. Your tongue is loud in the village, but in battle it is still. None of my young men strike the tomahawk more deeply into the war post. None of them so lightly on the Yengeese. The enemy have seen the shape of your back, but they have never seen the color of your eyes. 3 times have you been called upon to fight, and 3 times have you refused to